We're going to record now. Okay, so we're all kind of laughing right now because I think Andrea just broke her bum.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's bad and that's hilarious.
She broke her chair. She broke her chair. All right. Well, I have to tell you guys, this past weekend I know it was life-changing for me, but I went through my notes. I still don't have my voice back, and I went through my notes, and I was just like blown away at all the teaching we got. But one of the topics that I really wanted to be taught on Sunday morning was not really taught on, and that was completely out of my control. And Andrea and I have already talked about things we're going to tweak for next year. And yes, there will be one next year. And I'm telling you guys right now, you got to come. You got to come. And one thing that Mary Kay Legacy Sales Director Bonnie McDowell said is she said, we don't have anything like this in Phoenix. Nothing. And so let me see if I can mute everybody. I just muted Amy. I think that's it. So so I just want you guys to know that local people are going to fill up these slots very quickly next October. So I'll put the date out as soon as I possibly can. And I kind of want to get some feedback as far as, do y'all want to stay in the same hotel? We've already talked about the fact that it's going to be just a teeny weeny itty bitty bit more expensive so that Joanna doesn't have to take out a loan for fall retreat. But I want to know, did you love the food? Give me a thumbs up. Did you love the food? Okay. Do not tell my husband that ever, because he thinks I don't know how to cook. Okay. And I like it that way. So he'll be like, you cook for all these women, you won't cook for me? No, I won't, because I cherish and love them and you're stuck with me. So, but it was super great. And we're going to be touching on some things we learned in the next few weeks when I can give some speakers a chance to kind of digest what happened and then give them some notice. But for tonight, we are going to go through our, did I print everything? I'm losing my mind. Here, let me just let you see this while I find my notes. Does anybody see what that is? I just got that in the mail today. It's our $500,000 plaque for 2019. And I'm just so proud of my personal unit and all of our fans. I mean, Elisa's a fan. I know Vicky's a fan. I know Christine's a fan. You guys are fans. And just the fact that you're sending positive energy our way, that makes the difference. And let me tell you what, we were pulling it out of our fannies the last couple of days, and everybody jumping in and doing the and then some. And we don't want to be in that situation ever again. Okay. So we are all going to be working. We're going to talk about that in just a couple of minutes. But first, I do want to thank everyone who came this weekend. I cannot even speak enough about how people just jumped in and helped. I mean, we had a kitchen crew. We had someone assigned to Sharon Buck to take care of her. We had different people doing different things, but everybody jumped in. Carrie Hare and her daughter Brenda, I'd never even met them before. She did this for us. Where is it? Hang on. Oh, here it is. I put it over here. She actually did a whole bound notebook for us. This is what we got. Yeah. And I mean, everything. It had the schedule. It had all the teaching stuff that Andrea did. It had everything that I did. It had, I mean, you guys, it was bound. And then she calls me and she says, would it be helpful if I put 4 extra blank pages of lined paper in the back? I'm like, yeah, that would be helpful. Thanks. Y'all, talk about being totally blessed. I mean, totally blessed. And then when everybody was leaving, she and her daughter moved all my living room furniture back into my outdoor living room and got everybody to help. And they were putting the cushions away and covering the outdoor furniture. When everybody left, all I had to do was the sheets and empty the dishwashers. I thought it was so cute when part of my kitchen committee was like, okay, so this dishwasher is running. Should we wash these dishes by hand? I go, no, just put them in the other dishwasher. Some things I take for granted. Andrea's laughing, okay? So yes, we have 2 dishwashers. And I've always told my husband, I don't care if when we downsize, if we go into a double wide trailer, there are 2 things I will have. One is 2 dishwashers, because now I'm totally spoiled. And the other is we will each have our separate water closet, because we have a big spa bathroom, but we each have our own little potty. And it's just, I love it. And Andrea said when she goes to visit her in-laws, they have a bathroom designated for boys and a bathroom designated for girls. I love that. I love it. Okay, so let's go through some recognition and some announcements. Y'all know leadership is in Orlando. You guys, I know nobody's in DIQ right now. You have a few days to go find 8 people, get them active, and go into DIQ November 1st. If you want something badly enough, you'll do it. And I'm not trying to put you on a guilt trip. I'm just saying there are people out there that you could say, get your Christmas gifts at cost. All you have to do is order the starter kit and do a qualifying party and get them to do their 225. I mean, I'm telling you, I realize we have, what, 3 days? I don't know what day it is. But if you needed 8 active people to finish being a $1 million director or being a director or earning your Cadillac, would you go find them? You would. I mean, you would. So, but if that's not your goal, that's okay. But if you are looking at going to Orlando and going into directorship, but if that's not your goal, that's okay. We want you to be a star in 2 different realms, and we want you to be going for your car, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, so in with 8, we know it's supposed to end December 31st. We really tried to get secrets out of Sharon. We're like, so what do you know? So what do you know? So what do you know? And I'd rub her shoulders and say, so Sharon, what do you know? And she's like, I'm not going to tell you. I don't know why you're doing that. Well, go ahead and keep doing it, but I'm not going to tell you. So I just thought, you know, okay, well, she's a good national. She keeps the company secrets. We know that In with 8 runs through December 31st. So just go do it. Whatever. Okay. Our Star Bar monthly challenge, it does end October 31st. So 5 marketing shares with the director. If any of y'all did Power Start Plus for this past weekend for retreat, you've already earned a star for your Star Bar. For every new team member, you get a star for your Star Bar, and whatever level, star consultant level you hit on December 15th, you will get that many stars, Sapphire 1, Ruby 2, on and on and on. So I'm telling you right now, you could be earning stars, but here's the dealio. Here's the deal. I'm not going to say, well, I know Susie did 9 interviews with me this month, so I'll send her a star. No. Guess what? Just like your kids have to turn in their homework, okay? The teacher can't say, well, little Johnny and little Susie showed up in class every day, so I'm sure they did their homework at home. I'm going to give them credit for their homework. You must turn this in by the first day of each month to get your stars. So it is your marketing shares. It is whatever star level you hit, which I would wait till December 15th to turn that in, and just make it happen. And your new team members. That's it. 3 things to track. That's it. And those are things that I know you guys want to track anyway to be in your red jackets. So turn it in. If you don't turn it in, I'm not going to send you a star just because I love you, because that would be called enabling. I'm not an enabler. Okay. Okay. So far you can do it. Jewelry winners so far in October: Annette Walker, Sayonara, and your directors. Okay. So your directors are leading. Your directors are doing the work and showing you the way to go. How many of you guys know that you know that you know, along with these team members you're going to add to get in your red jacket, become a team leader, or get DIQ, you know that you could sell $600 in the next 3 or 4 days. You know that you could. And you got to share your goal with people. Share your goal. Say, I am in a challenge to sell $1,200 in the next 3 days. It will be a new company record. It will be a new company record. Now, it won't be a new company record with the company, but as far as your company goes, do you own your own business? It's a new record with your company. Sell $1,200 in 3 to 4 days. I think you just set a record. Why not? If you don't reach it, how much farther will you be? Involve people in your goals. Send out text messages tonight, send out emails, and start calling people on the way to work tomorrow, on the way to dropping the kids to school, on the way to, I don't know, picking your nose, whatever you do. Okay. All right. So that's good. I got a little giggle there. All right. So let's do our recognition for MK Bucks. If you're on live right now, you do not have to post your takeaway. You get $5 for being on. The following people turned in their weekly accomplishments, so they get $5. Arlene, Elisa, Joan, Debbie, Vicki, Sarah Linden, and Jillian Frisbee. Oh, Eugenia and Amy. They all turned in their weekly accomplishments. Eugenia, real quick, this is a good point to make that you did. When you post your weekly accomplishments on Monday for the week prior, make sure you put the date the day prior. So it should have been for the week ending October 27th. And when you put it in today, it automatically came up for the week starting October 28th. So I saw that because you sent me a message. But y'all make sure that if you do it on Monday, you have to change the date on InTouch to the day before, to Sunday. Okay, so y'all all got $5. And our Queen of Sales for the week, and she did not say she would talk, but I don't care. I'm unmuting her and she's talking. Our little double mastectomy breast cancer survivor who has a huge another procedure tomorrow sold over $1,000 last week. So Vicki, you are unmuted. You are our Queen of Sales for the week. And I have to tell you, Jillian Frisbee was very close behind you. So when you submitted, I'm like, bam, girl. So can you just tell us, just in a couple of sentences, what you did?
Well, I have a fantastic client profile. I really do. And over the last couple of weeks, I've been calling and texting and just telling people what's going on with me and that I will still be here. If they need something and they don't get a hold of me, I have people to deliver. But any orders that could be put in this week so I could take care of it myself would be appreciated.
Wow.
And I did, just one right after the other. And then I got another 300 today. So I feel good because
So
I know
you're already on target to be queen next week.
Well, I don't know about that. The morphine and I may be working next week.
Okay. Okay. I was Queen of Sales on morphine.
I'm morphine. Yes, she is. And it looks like I'm drinking wine, but it's Italian sparkling water. So
that's okay. I love to drink out of a wine glass. I put cranberry juice, water,
well,
whatever.
I've had about 8 friends stop by today, and yeah, I would pour them wine, and I had to have my sparkling waters in my wine glass.
Good. Well, we're so proud of you. So,
but yeah, I'm a little nervous tomorrow, but I'm be very happy to have it all behind me.
Okay,
really
we'll be praying for you, girls.
Thank you.
We're all sending kisses, and we're all sending. Oh, I just muted you. Hang on. What?
I will be at your retreat next year.
Okay.
Yeah,
not only at my retreat, but tell me what you'll be.
What I'll be? I don't know yet. I want to be back in the Queen's Court of Sales. I do know that.
I think that's awesome.
And as you know, I will work towards leadership, but right now,
I know.
my sales is more important to me.
I know.
So what I'm really trying to do throughout my recuperation is at least stay a star. And if you see me over here, that's what I'm putting in the rest of my order for this month.
Okay. So everybody right now, I want you to give yourself a hug, and that's sending Vicki a big hug. Everybody just send her a big hug. Oh my gosh. Just love you, girl. We love you, girl. Okay. All right. We're going to meet you out. So you guys, this is not to send you on the guilt trip. Oh my gosh, this woman is recovering from breast cancer and has, no. This is to show you that you can work through your circumstances. Okay. And one of the things Sharon talked about this weekend was she said, you know, I'm hanging out with Rena Tarbett, who almost died 3 times from cancer and is in constant chemo and all. And I'm upset because I have a migraine or a headache. But you know what? Your challenges and your circumstances are your circumstances and your challenges. If your challenge is, I have a headache, or your challenge is, I'm a little low on energy right now. Your challenge is, I just told Paula this morning, I said, I have to write everything down the minute I think of it because my short-term memory. And I've actually had a doctor explain to me that I have so many different things going on that my short-term memory shuts down, because either that or I'm going to go into like hyperspace. So, guys, your circumstances are your circumstances, and you don't ever want to say, well, if Vicki can have $1,000 week and she's going through, no, 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 no. That is to inspire you. That is to say, oh my gosh, she is doing all this, and she reached out to her customers. So let me talk to y'all real quick about reaching out to her customers and them responding. She has built a relationship with them, a loving, respectful relationship. Let's see what that looks like right now. That is being more of a listener than being a talker. That is not trying to tell people how much you know, but listening to their needs. And we're going to hear that in our video tonight. So if you're watching this recording, you're going to have to go on Facebook and I'll send you the link. But it's listening to their needs. It's asking questions. It's not, well, me. I watched people this weekend, and the people that had the most people around them wanting to sit with them and spend time with them were the ones who were saying, well, tell me where you're from. Tell me about your family. Tell me what are your challenges? Did y'all notice Sharon doing that this weekend? She didn't say, well, I did this and I did this and you should go do this and I know this and I'm so powerful. She said, Lisa, tell me about you, Andrea, where are your challenges? Eugenia, oh my gosh, I love your accent. Where are you from? I just love that Southern accent. We have several people here with Southern accents, and she's like, oh my gosh, I just love, I could listen to it all day long. So if you remember the directors were not going around going, let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you what I know, except when they were teaching, which that's what they were supposed to do. It was more about, tell me about you. How can I support you? How can I walk alongside you? It is you, and then stopping and listening and listening and listening and listen to your customers' needs, because Vicki is an excellent listener. And she's like, girl, I got you. Girl, I got you. I get that. Yeah. So just a little lesson there on great customer service, and that your customers will rise to the occasion when you build those loving, kind, thoughtful, giving relationships. Okay. So Vicki, you earned yourself $10 there. Okay. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys tonight a little bit. Wow, that's like the end of my notes. Okay, go to your phone. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about, Andrea and I are really focusing on 3 things right now with our units. And this is where the most recognition, the most prizes, the most, you have my time, you have my attention. Let's do coaching calls. There are 3 things going on here. Okay, so let's write them down. The first 2 are stars. Star consultant, star recruiter. Star consultant, star recruiter. Star consultant, star recruiter. Okay, those are the first 2 things we're focused on. Being a star consultant means you are selling the product. Not that you're ordering the product, but you're selling the product. At least $1,200 a month in sales will put you on target with a qualified order every month to be a Sapphire Star. Now, a Sapphire Star is, I hate to say the lowest, but it's the first level of star. I would be shooting for Diamond Star, 3,000, which is 6,000 in sales. And let me tell you why. When you are hitting consistently Diamond Star, you are going to get to go to the prize party at seminar. You're going to get extra perks. And when you hit Diamond Star and you have a couple of qualified team members, that's going to bump you up even higher. So let's quit going for minimum. Let's start going for what we can really do. Because I think we are settling. We are settling in so many ways in our life. And I want y'all to stop settling. Stop struggling for that $600 order. Let's focus on building 100 customers on skincare. If you will focus on getting 3 to 5 people every week I know some of y'all work full time. Do it on Saturday. Do it on Friday night. Do it on Sunday afternoon. Work on getting 3 to 5 people every week. And let me tell you, I'm talking to myself here. 3 to 5 new customers on the skincare every single week. Let's do 3. That's 150 customers by the end of the year, taking off Thanksgiving and Christmas. 150 customers after a full year. So next October or next November 1st, you have 150 new customers with the reorder business. They're going to reorder $300 a year. Do the math. 150 customers times $300 is a reorder business that is the full-time salary of a school teacher. And all you're doing is answering the phone, because the work you do one time with someone in Mary Kay, you get paid for again and again and again when you really work with them that first time. And the glamour is fabulous. But again, we always do the basic on the back of the hands. We always do the time-wise on the back of the hand. Do you want to be right with your skin or left behind? And we are working on posting all those videos from this weekend, but y'all have heard me do that. Do you want to be right with your skin or left behind? Now let's go into glamour. And at the end of the party, you go back to, now you look beautiful. You've got a dash out the door look, a new lip look, a new cheek look. Our hostess has the full glamour, because not only the hostess gets the full glamour. And if someone says, well, I want the full glamour, you say, that's great. When you have 3 to 5 friends over and we do a Mary Kay party, you get the full glamour. Don't give it away for free. Why would you do that? Your time and your talents are worth more. And if you say, well, it's more efficient to go ahead and do all the skincare and all the glamour, they're only going to buy the glamour because they don't remember how great the skincare is. And the glamour's not going to look the same, and they're not going to reorder from you because they think you sold them a lie. You sold them beans instead of the cow. Okay? So be thinking about that. It's all about the skincare. And then the hostess gets the glamour makeover. If someone says, oh, I'd really love a glamour makeover, great. Let's get together with 3 to 5 friends. You'll be the hostess and I'll do a glamour makeover on you. You guys, come on. You know, it's like Constance Meredith, I don't know what her title is, Chief Operating Officer or whatever, at the Dream Center says, she goes, these girls need to have some skin in the game. Your customers and your hostesses need to have some skin in the game. There needs to be a tit for tat there. Nobody is getting anything for free, right? Sparkle, sparkle, Mary Kay, all right? All right, so let's go back to what we were talking about. Star consultants. The next thing is star recruiters. I am not looking at every one of you to be a director in the next 10 days, okay? You may not have the time, you may not have the energy, you may not have the customer base, you may not have the desire. That is so okay. I get it. It may not be this stage in your life, but you guys, there is no reason, absolutely no reason, that every single person that tunes in every single week, there you go, I had to mute somebody, every single week, or you watch these videos, there is no reason why you can't have 3 new team members if you're doing the work. Just like I taught on Saturday, that you guys saw, or what I've taught before, is I say, you know, here's the beginner set, the middle line set, and the I Want It All set. Or you can order the starter kit for $100, and right now it's worth $460 with the cellulose. The only rule, the only requirement, Elisa, I'm getting ready to call on you, so unmute yourself. The only requirement, if you decide to order the starter kit to get your products at cost, Elisa, what is the only requirement that I ask of them?
To have a, I don't know how you worded it, but it was awesome. To have a party. And so you do your first qualifying order.
Okay, very good. To have a qualifying party.
Qualifying party.
Right, with
Okay.
4 to 6 friends so that we can activate you in Mary Kay.
I loved that.
Thank you. I love you.
I love
Okay, so the only requirement is to have a qualifying party because, guys, this is what I taught this weekend. Because then you get together with their friends and they have to have their qualifying party. And if you want to have the starter kit sent to yourself and hold it until they get that party together, I give you permission. If you think, oh, they say they're going to do it, but they're not going to, you just, when you put their agreement in on InTouch, you have it sent to yourself. And you call them and say, great, your starter kit's in. When are we going to have your party? That's like them buying something from Lord & Taylor and you having it shipped to yourself and you say, well, when you come over and pay for it, you can have it. Yay. I get smarter by the minute. I'm telling you, the more time I spend with Andrea Zajac, the smarter I get. My IQ goes up minute by minute when I'm around her. I can't even go there. It's just so amazing. She has to boxer me every day because I'm just going to make her. I'll pay her to do it. So, all right. So you guys, that qualifying order. And then you're around their friends. And if they never do anything again, you now have these little things called profile cards. I have a stack of them here somewhere. Oh, profile cards of all their friends. So Zulema, let's say Keitha, whoop, 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 whoop. Let's say Keitha orders the starter kit and you have it sent to you or have it sent to me and say, okay, as soon as we have your qualifying order, we're going to award you your starter kit. Isn't that great? At your party. And she has the party and you have all the profile cards, right? And then if she says, well, that was fun and yeah, put in my order and yay, that was great. Okay, now I can get my products at cost. And then she doesn't book follow-up facials and she doesn't, now Zulema has all those profile cards and she can call all those women and start following up with them. How smart is that? Y'all, I hope you're writing this down. This is good stuff. Star Consultants, Star Recruiters. It's also called a red jacket. Star Consultant, it's every quarter. Star Recruiter, 3 active people on your team. Every month, you are looking at who is going to join your team, how quickly can they do it, and how soon can they get active. So at the end of the month, you are in your red jacket or you've re-earned your red jacket every single month. And I'm telling you right now, the third goal will happen if you're doing that. The third goal will happen, and that is a free car. If you don't want the car, if you already drive a wonderful car, some of you guys have some pretty dang hot cars. Take the cash. Take the cash. But there is no reason why Mary Kay is going to give you a complimentary free car that you get to get a new one every 2 years that you are not taking advantage of. Let me tell you what, when my son was learning how to drive, he learned how to drive in a pink Cadillac. Car insurance on a 17-year-old boy in New Jersey is the highest in the entire country. At least it was when he was 17. And Mary Kay paid that insurance because it's you and one other person. Why on earth would you be thinking, I have to buy my kid a car? Why on earth would you be thinking, I need a new car, I have to go buy a new car? Just go earn it. And it is work. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to blow smoke up your fannies. It is work because it's all you. It's not like DIQ where it's your people. It's not like that. It is all on you. But ladies, it's a brand new car. Like the only thing greater would be a brand new house. I mean, it's a car and the insurance and all of it. You walk into the dealership, you sign 2 lines and they hand you your 2 pairs of keys and you drive off. You don't even have to sit there and go, I don't need a loan. I'm paying in cash. No, really. Yeah, and negotiate. You just walk in. Everyone's cheering for you. You sign 2 forms and they hand you 2 sets of keys and you drive off. It's hard work. It is hard work. But I challenge you guys. You need a car? You got a teenager about to drive? You need to work on that? get your car. You don't have to be a director. You don't have to be a national. You don't have to be on National Court of Sales. You don't have to be on National Court of Sharing. You get a car. You want to get your husband's attention about this business? Go earn a car. And you can earn it in 1 month. Did y'all know that? See, if you wanted to go into DIQ this month, and between now and the 31st, you recruited 25 people and said, okay, I'm a director. No, you're not. You have to have 8 active, and then you go into DIQ. That's not true of the car. November 1st to November 30th, you could do the car in 1 month. You won't get a lot of sleep, and you probably will stink at the end of the month because you haven't showered, but you will have a new car, and the new car smell will override your body stench. And your kids who have starved all month and eaten pizza and cookies or Oreos or whatever, they've eaten their Halloween candy, that's been their dinner every night for 30 days, aren't going to care because when they get in that car, it has Wi-Fi, and they can play their games while they're in the car with you. When I got my first car, I'll never forget. I picked up my son from school. He got in the back seat. And this is Kevin. He put his arms back like this, and he goes, ah, there's nothing like driving for free. If you don't think what you do doesn't make an incredible impact on your children, get the car, the picture of the car, blow it up, put it on the refrigerator, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your kids' bathroom mirrors, and say, this is why I'm going to work every day. This is what mama's working for. This is why you've got to stay in your rooms while I'm holding an appointment. This is why when I'm on the phone, you got to be quiet. You got to be quiet, children. Okay, I was around a lot of Southerners this weekend. Star Consultants, Star Recruiters, free cars. You guys are going to be the epitome of recognition, prizes, who we travel to. Andrea and I have decided we are going to the airport. And if she can't get to you, I will, because she's still got kids at home. My 83-year-old child over there is doing fine right now. So let your kids that are listening to this right now do that math. All right. So I want to talk to you guys real quick for the next 10 minutes about getting a yes. Getting a yes. And then we're going to have Miss Andrea jump in and talk. So getting a yes. So one of the things that we talked about this weekend was how to get a yes. There are certain things you want to do with your body. You want to have good body language. You want the girls back. You want to be standing tall. You want to be proud of what you do and proud of who you represent. When you hand out your business card to someone or a goodie bag or whatever, you want to say, oh, by the way, my name and number is in that packet or it's on that card. Would you mind terribly giving me yours? And you smile and you nod and you make it exciting. And you say, okay, so I'm going to call you. And Jules taught this weekend about using, what's it called again? It's called brush fire. No, not brush fire. What's it called? I don't know. Somebody text it to me. But
Right.
it's a virtual
Haystack.
Haystack has a virtual business card. Thank you, Elisa. A virtual business card. And you say, I'm going to send you my virtual business card right now, so you know who I am when I call you. Go ahead and give me your information. Okay? You guys, get the yes. Get the yes, I will be in your portfolio. I would love to feature your gorgeous big brown eyes in my portfolio. I'm putting together a fall portfolio going into the holidays. You know, I'm with Mary Kay. What do you know of Mary Kay? And if they don't know anything of Mary Kay, that's good. And if they say, oh yeah, it's those pink Cadillacs, you say, absolutely, I'm working on mine. I will invite you to the car party when I earn it, because you'll have helped me earn it by being one of my models. They'll say, oh yeah, I know Mary Kay, I've got some of their products. Really, what's your favorite product? I got a mascara a couple of years ago. I'm still using it. Okay, that's scary. I like that satin stuff. They do not have a consultant. If they don't know their consultant's name, they don't have a consultant. So you know what? Obviously you are, my phone just talked to me. Obviously You are a Mary Kay orphan. And Mary Kay, we don't want any orphans. So my goodness, I want to adopt you. Can I be your Mary Kay mama? Can I be your Mary Kay consultant? Oh my gosh, girl. How has your face survived not having Mary Kay in your life? Those are the, see, y'all are all smiling right now. Those are the funny little things you can say. Oh my gosh, how's your face survived? You haven't had Mary Kay in a year? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad your face isn't falling on the ground. Girlfriend, I got your back. It's got to be fun. It's got to be fun and energetic. And you don't have to be crazy like me. I'm not always crazy like this. If I'm talking to someone at Bible study or church, or I'm talking to maybe a woman who's a more interesting age and she's more quiet, I quiet down and go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you lost your Mary Kay consultant. Do you have like the shakes and stuff? Like, you know, the Mary Kay DTs or something? And they go, yes. I'm like, oh my gosh, you've been without your blonde eyebrow pencil for how long? Oh my gosh, you don't have any eyebrows? We got to fix that. So you can have this crazy, fun, energetic. You know, Andrea asks me all the time, how do you not have things cancel? I'm like, they're either so excited or they're scared. I don't know, but they just don't. Like, they're like, I just want to go see if she's like this all the time. Have fun. How many people out there have fun at their jobs? And they're changing lives and they're making money. And, you know, every one of you guys are in different roles in your life. Or maybe retirement, maybe stay-at-home mom, maybe working a couple of side hustles. You know what? In Mary Kay, you can pick who your customers are. You can choose your hours, and you make 50% on everything you sell. Go sell something. Open your mouth and sell something. I love Eugenia's words. I've used them for years. It's amazing what happens when you open your mouth. Okay, so that's getting the yes when you talk to someone about being a model for you, featuring them in your portfolio. Then you say, okay, so Vicki, I'm so excited we're going to be getting together. Let's think about 3 or 4 people you want to share your appointment with, because as one of my models, you're entitled to share your appointment with up to 4 friends. I learned this from Eugenia too. I have room for 5 at my table to be in my portfolio. I have room for 6. I have room for 8. So it makes it exclusive. Not, well, invite whoever you can. It makes it exclusive. If your table holds 4 comfortably, say, it can be you plus 3. So think about 3 people, because that's all you're allowed to invite. You're entitled to invite up to 3 people. And then they start thinking, oh gosh, well, I know like 9 or 10. And if you have more than 3, we can do a double party. And we can do 1 in the morning and then maybe 1 at noon. And we can do more, okay? 3 to 5 friends, okay? Then you want to show the lookbook and say, let's talk about what you want to earn as a hostess. What do you want free or at a highly reduced rate as a hostess? And you get your lookbook out. And I talked about this Saturday. You get your lookbook out and you have them sign in the lookbook. Because when women sign up for something, they're committed. I know some women should be committed, but no, they are committed. When they sign what they want, they are now committed. Then after they leave or after you get home, you take a picture of that page with their signature and you text it to them and you say, oh my gosh, Amy, I know you're already thinking about your guest list. I'll call you tomorrow to get your guest list. I can't wait to see the new Skin Sonic brush in your bathroom, or I can't wait to hand you the Voluform set, or I can't wait to give you the brush set you're dying to have. This is going to be so awesome. Follow up, follow up, follow up. I'm going to call you tomorrow for your guest list. Then you call her guest list, and then you call her guest. I'm so excited that you're coming to Amy's party on Saturday morning. She is working so hard to achieve a goal. I don't say to earn product, to achieve a goal. And you are part of that goal. Now they're part of the goal. You hear that? You are part of her goal. I can't wait to meet you on Saturday morning. I want to ask you 3 quick questions. What are you currently using to cleanse your skin? Whatever she says, you say, great. Then you say, if you could change anything about your skin, what would that be? Whatever she says, you say, oh my gosh. You know, Zulema, normally I only demo the skincare and a basic dash out the door look at your initial appointment. But just for you, I'm going to bring you a sample or information on a product that's going to help you with those age spots, what's going to help you with that occasional acne, what's going to help you with that dryness. I've got a product that, so I'll have that at your tray. So remind me to tell you about that, okay? And now she feels special. And then I say the third thing is, if I were to design a look for you, would you want just a super natural casual look? You know, run around town look? Would you want a professional or go to church look? Or would you want a slammin' glammin' look for a special occasion, maybe a holiday party or New Year's Eve or a wedding or something like that? Let me know which of those three you want. You guys, even if I get their voicemail, I leave that on their voicemail. And I have them call me back. Okay, so that's how I keep things from canceling. That's how I make sure the guests come. Then we do cross confirmation, where you have a sister consultant. Call her and leave her a message and say, thank you so much for booking that appointment. And, you know, I just know it's going to be amazing. And you don't even know this, but Joanna is a Mary Kay rock star. And she can't tell you that, but I just want to tell you she's a rock star. And you're going to have a great time. And you don't need to call me back, but just want to let you know. You're going to have so much fun. And I just want to thank you as one of her Mary Kay girlfriends for scheduling that appointment with her. It is never going to cancel. Okay, how to get a yes to the follow-up facial with friends. I say follow-up facial with friends about 15 times. At your follow-up facial with friends, I'll design a look just for you. At your follow-up facial with friends, I'll bring you some samples for supplements. At your follow-up facial with friends, you'll have the opportunity to earn some hostess credit. At your follow-up facial with friends, at your follow-up facial with friends, at your follow-up facial with friends, at your follow-up facial with friends. And then when I sit down with her and I do the individual close, I say, okay, first, Eugenia, who do you want to invite to your follow-up facial with friends? Let's go ahead and schedule that. Well, I don't really know their schedules. That's okay. If you call them and say, hey, I'm having a Mary Kay party, it doesn't cost anything to come and you'll get a gift. You're coming. You owe me, and I told this woman I'd do it. And she's fun and she's crazy. You're going to love it. Okay? And, you know, she calls her friends. When you call your friends and say that, you're going to want a date. Because if you don't have a date, then you're going to have to call them back, and then they're going to have to call you back. And no. You and I, Zulema, you and I are going to be in charge of your schedule. You have 2 children. You've got a great husband. You've got a busy life. We are not going to leave it up to your friends. You and I. Do you see how I just empowered her? We are going to be in charge of your schedule. Not, you know, I'm going to call my friends and ask them. Okay? Get the follow-up facial with friends. How to get the yes at the sale. So one of the things that Andrea and I have talked about is when you just have 2 people there, or maybe even 3 people, and it's almost awkward to pull one person away from the table. Like, imagine if you had 2 people there and you're going to pull one person away, and what's the other person going to do? Okay. And they can kind of hear you, because when you've got 2 people sitting there and you look at the first one and you go, okay, so tell me what set you want to start with. Do you want to invest in your skin today? No, I'm good. Thanks. I'm good. Okay, now she just infected the other person. Right? Isn't that what happens? So we must do the separation. And I don't always do it. If I have a good feel for my group, and a lot of times I do mother-daughter, and I kind of pit them against each other and say, you know, we're going to do a drawing, and for every $10 you invest in your skin, I never say spend, you invest in your skin, then I'm going to put you in a drawing for a free hand cream or a color card. I give away a color card as a prize. I know, whatever, okay? Then they start pitting against each other, but you've got to know your audience. So if you got 2 people there and it's awkward to pull one away, with the other one, I would say, and I've thought about this, Andrea, since we talked today, take your phone or your iPad, pull up Peek into Pink, and have her watch it to be able to get a lip product at half price. And then when you're closing with the other one, pull up Peek into Pink and have her watch it to get a lip product at half price. Now you know what to do with that odd person. Not that they're odd, but sometimes they are. Okay, so hopefully that will help a little bit. The next thing is to get a yes for the skincare set. And this is something I've done in the past. I've actually offered a skincare set, and after a week, I say, if you don't love it, I'll take it back, but if you love it, you can pay for it. But not everybody can do that with your inventory, so let's do this. You have the travel size of the Voluform, of the Clear Proof, and of the TimeWise 3D. This is what you say. You say, I tell you what, let's do. You're not sure if you would love the 3D. Why don't we do this? You could order the travel size today. They pay for it, okay? You could order the travel size today. It's enough to use for the next 7 to 10 days. I'll get back with you 6 days from today. See how you're doing. If you love it and you want to go to the full size, I'll take what you spent on that travel size and I'll put it towards your full size. And that way your travel size was a gift. That's what Vicki does. She just said that's what she does. Okay? So they order the travel size, and after 6 days, if they want to purchase, and I would even call them after 3 days and say, hey, just want to check. I know we were going to talk next Friday, but how's your skin doing so far? Are you impressed? Tell them to put whatever they're using underneath the bathroom sink. You don't even want them looking at it. And to use this and show them how to use it. And say, use it for the next 6 days. Call them after 3 days. Alice, how does your skin feel? Do you feel like it's already changing? You know, it takes 6 months to have a real change in your skin. Andrea just told me that this weekend. Like the tone correcting serum and all that, she said it really does take about 6 months. But they'll feel a difference in 3 days. And you've done the TimeWise on the back of the hand. You want to be right with your skin or left behind, so they're remembering that. And you're being a professional. You're not being pushy. You're being a professional. You are following up. If you don't follow up, they're never going to take you seriously. You got to follow up, girls. Okay? So then you call them after 3 days. How does your skin feel? Do you feel a difference? A little. Okay, well, use it for 3 more days. I'm going to check back with you. Okay. And on the 6th day, you call them and say, so are we putting that $25 towards your miracle set? That's because I'm so excited for you to get your miracle set at $25 off. And now they've gotten their little travel. Now, don't say that at the table close. You do that at the individual close if they're not going to invest in the skincare. Because let me tell you what, guys, they buy a mascara, an eyeliner, or a lipstick from you, and they run out and they can't get a hold of you immediately, they're going to go and get another one. They're going to go someplace else. They're going to go to Ulta. They're going to go to the mall. They're going to go to the drugstore. But if they run out of their TimeWise 3D cleanser, guess what? You're the only ticket in town. That's why my reorder business is so amazing. Okay? Reorder business. That's what puts me on a quarter sales every year. Okay, last thing is, how do you get them to say yes to the marketing plan? So I do a little marketing in my skincare parties, but then at the end you say, I would love to share more about our marketing plan with you. If not for you, then for someone you love. I would love to share more of the marketing plan with you. If not for you, Alice, it might be for someone you love. You know, I know you have people in your life you love. They might hate their job. They need more flexibility. They need more income. You know, they just need more social time. You know, they need to get out of the house. So just be thinking about that, and let's set up a time for you and I just to have a cup of coffee, or even do a 3-way call with my director. And she can just share some facts about Mary Kay. It'll take about 15, 20 minutes. And then you can kind of know a little bit more about Mary Kay, the company, and our marketing plan. That way you can make an educated decision for yourself and those you love. What am I doing with my head right now? Okay. And she'll go, okay, well, so would you rather set something up maybe for coffee in the next couple of days? Do you want to meet maybe during your lunch hour? Or is tonight after the party good for you? Would it be easier just to stay for 30 minutes afterwards? Okay. Do it right then. Give her the information, tell her to take the sleep test for her or someone she loves. Then you say, and if it's not for you, you'll be a talent scout for me. I love my talent scouts. My talent scouts, when they refer people to me who come in and they're a qualified beauty consultant, my talent scouts get $50 in free product. So you would get $50 in free product. I mean, I know you make plenty of money and everything and you love your job, like you said at the table, but can you get excited about getting free products? Yeah, because you're not stupid. Okay. So let's think about that. We got to do that. Okay. So let's get together, or you can stay over after the party. Love to share. And if 3 or 4 people say, yeah, I'll stay over after the party, do the marketing right there. There are 3 things that people want to know. How much does it cost to get started? How much time will it take? How much money will it make? Other than that, what else do you need to know? What qualities do you have that would make you great Mary Kay? If you were to ever start something like Mary Kay in a million years, what challenges or what obstacles would you have to overcome immediately? Let's talk about that. Okay. Well, it sounds like you girls have a great grip on what your gifts are and what your challenges would be. So I want to set up an individual appointment with each one of you to chat with my director on the phone. Because I think we may be able to make a match for you. If not for you, I always say, if not for you, then for someone you love. If not for you, then for someone you love. Okay. All right, Andrea, can you unmute? I just unmuted you. You're good.
Yeah, we're good. I am outside, so there might be some noise from the cars. Hopefully y'all don't hear it. Hey, this was amazing. First of all, Joe, you're so great sharing and teaching the information, and she does it. And I think what I remember hearing from one of the sales, podcasts that I follow up with, if you don't have conviction, the person that you are with who has the most conviction will own the sale.
I love that.
So if you don't have the most conviction, you just lost it, because the person you're trying to share that with, who's doubting, she's got a bigger conviction of her doubt, and you lost the sale. So it goes back to, what is it that you absolutely are blown away with our company? And that comes from the heart. It really does. So I'm supposed to share the 21-day You Glow Girl. But I did want to start with something that I was calculating, and this is an inspiration. Forgive me for adding this in, but I'm going to share. Jillian and I had a conversation. She was introduced to a different company and sort of went to say, okay, what do they talk about, And she left saying, no, I'm not doing anything, Andrea. This is, the best. But she did say, okay, they made it really, really simple on, if I invest $600, I will get my money back in X amount of new recruits. In most companies, they talk all about the next recruit. It's all recruiting. We are so blessed that we have 2 ways. We have 50% of our proceeds are our profit. And especially when you have product on your shelf, you're going to have that. I always say your business is like an ATM. But here's what I love, okay? You start this business today, and you could have a qualified order, not even a star order, a qualified order. How many parties away are you from coming out even? Well, you're 5 qualified parties. A qualified party is $300. But it's even more simple if you use what they are doing. Other companies out there, they all say the same thing. All you need to do is have 3, 4, 5 of your friends do this with you this month, and you'll make your money back. So I thought it would be really great just to give you this, especially with Great Start. And we were talking about being a star, being a red jacket, and then the bonus that you're only going to get this next month. They're doing it just temporarily, or maybe I'm wrong there, but it's not forever. It's a $100 new bonus when you're a first-time red. So let me just share this with you. If you come in this month, you have a qualified order. Okay, that's an investment of $700. Okay, now this is really exciting. You are only 3 qualified recruits away from recouping your money this month. And I'm going to share with you how. Okay, so here's the numbers. 3 is a first-time red. You get a $100 bonus. 3 also gives you Great Start cash. For every new Great Start qualified person you recruit, you get $50 cash. But guess what? You also get 2 miracle sets. So if you're recruiting 3, then you're getting 2 times 3. That's $600 in free miracle sets, which means you're selling that and making 100% profit. That's $600 right there. You guys, how exciting is this? That's not even your commission. When you have 3 women coming qualified, you're going to be earning your 8%. That's $144 on $1,800. 3 new qualified recruits in your first month, have 3 people do it with you. You just recouped your money. That's without any sales. Okay, done. Easy peasy. So I've been trying to share that, and it just came to me, and I wrote it down. So let me talk
Okay,
about.
so Dre Babe, post that on our Superstars Facebook page, that math, because you went really fast and I couldn't even keep up with it, but that was awesome. And I understand it, so I absorbed it, but I think people need to kind of look at that. When they have a new team member, they can show them how to do that. That was awesome.
I will. Okay, so the second thing that I asked Joe to let me share, which is so apropos, because if you're in my unit, you know that at the beginning of October, God just laid on my heart, we got to get back to doing our morning and night routine. And when we're doing our morning and night skincare, not only are we going to glow, but our customers are going to see the results. You're not going to see the results, whether it is a drink that I think you don't need, but you're going to do for 21 days. They say all that because the average person doesn't stay the course. Well, the same happens with skincare. And if we want our customers to be excited about the results and to be sharing so freely as free marketing and free advertisement, not to mention reorders, okay? The reason I have such solid customer loyalty is because they're using the products. I'm calling them being their personal trainer for their face. Hey, girl, have you done your skincare today? Make sure you incorporate up to 3 times a week your microdermabrasion, your peel. Make sure you're adding in that extra hydration after you peel. I'm teaching and educating. I decided October 1st to do a You Glow Girl challenge, 21-day challenge. Well, years ago, this was called the Glow and Tell Challenge. The Glow and Tell Challenge was reinvigorated this weekend at another fall retreat. Not ours, but you know, I'm always I'm a learner, so I get on my sources and start seeing what people are talking about. And guess what they're talking about? They're talking about doing again a 21-day You Glow and Tell is what the challenge is. So I posted this at the Shite Superstar Facebook page. So what I did is a little different, but I'm going to tell you the difference. What I did was to my current customers through my Facebook page. I also added in some nutrition and fitness just because that's a passion of mine. And overall, You Glow. Feel free to check it out. You can learn a lot yourself for the nutrition and fitness, but also you might learn some skincare. You might learn some product knowledge. And the more knowledge you have, again, you increase your belief and your conviction. And when you have conviction, the person with the most conviction earns the sale. So the 21-day the Glow and Tell challenge, the difference here, it's exciting. It's right on par because we talked this weekend about the power of a Power Start Plus, the power of getting in front of people. Well, a 21-day Glow and Tell challenge is perfect. You can see the flyers. It's getting with 21 women in the next 21 days. And specifically, if you're talking to people who currently have a skincare routine, you can say, I'm really excited. You have a good skincare routine. I would value you being a part of my product panel. It's a 21-day Glow and Tell challenge. And for 21 days, I am committed to introducing Mary Kay to 21 people. And you can have some specials for taking advantage of a skincare set during one of those presentations. What works for you? And then you set that person up. It's never fun to go to the bathroom by yourself. As women, we always grab 2 or 3 friends. Who are you going to grab and do this with you? I can't wait to have them on my product panel. And you're setting up those appointments. Now, at the same time, you're talking to your current customers about holiday stop and shops, holiday coffees, maybe your own holiday open house, whatever it is. So you're really using multiple invitations for different target markets, okay? I hope that's not too confusing. So brand new people, they're going to be on your skincare, there's Glow and Tell challenge because it's new skincare customers. That's, of course, going to allow you to have somebody who is a solid, loyal customer. Now, from there, their next appointment, they can talk about holiday stop and shops and glamour makeovers. But the current customers you can reach out to. You can, of course, invite them to have a product panel and introduce new people. But you also have the opportunity to talk about, like this weekend, we talked holiday open house and others. So there's different formats for different target markets. You don't stop at one. You sort of crossbreed. But Those are the things that you can be thinking of right now. Don't go crazy with, if that's overwhelming and you're brand new, pick one. Just pick one. Stick with one. Over and over and over again. Because that one thing with repetition, I gave you a picture in your binder, and those of you who didn't go to fall retreat, you can see this picture. It's at my website. It's a picture of a plane. And the reason I gave that is because so many of the times we say, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do this. And then all of a sudden we do it one time and then our plane crashes. And we say, oh, I can't ever do that again. I stunk. I failed. I was no good. Well, it wasn't true. The problem was you didn't give it enough time and you didn't give it enough juice. Planes have to have enough juice, and it's a lot of juice to get off the runway, but then they also have to have enough time. So maybe you do it again. So you give it maybe double the juice and maybe double the time. And then all of a sudden the plane crashes. It's not that you failed. It's not that you don't know how to do this. You didn't give it enough time with enough juice. Okay. It's most of the time, it's just that it has to be done more than we think. And I'm telling you right now, once that plane gets up, oh my gosh, think of it in the air. They sort of coast, right? You can enjoy the ride, but eventually you're going to come back down. You're going to land at your new destination, and that new destination is so worth all that momentum that you put into that trip. And then we do it again. Okay. So instead of an eek stop, we don't want to do Zoom eek. We don't want to do Zoom eek. But we want to learn that we have those wonderful times when, things are going really well. And when they're going really well, we get our other systems in place, because sometimes when things, go back down, sorry, my battery's dying, then we have to put in a little bit more with new people. So we're starting to land. Now we have to have new people. So then we're growing again with new people. And so it is a journey, but our ebbs and our flows, they don't have to be an eek and a stop. The ebbs can be when your reorders are your specialty. You're catching up with people you've been too busy to catch up with. Because when you're soaring, you're mostly with the new people. So you just sort of find that there's no wrong place to be, but find how each part of that trip has different elements and areas for you to focus on, and you'll really see yourself not stopping for long.
Perfect. Well, as always, Andrea's wisdom is amazing, but she tells me, you talk too fast and people can't absorb it. Well, girlfriend, guess what? You've been hanging around with me too long. So there's a reason why we record this. Put it on your calendar to get up an hour earlier tomorrow. You can always fast forward through some of it, but get up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow and go back and listen to this again. You can pause it. You can write down the numbers that Andrea said. You can really listen, and then call your director and say, or call one of us and say, okay, so explain to me how this works. Because I'm telling you guys right now, this opinion panel, it has always been one of the most successful things we do. There are two things I do that I will have a packed house. One is a panel, an opinion panel on products. We want to get your opinion, and you will get a discount on your favorite product, but more than anything else, I want your opinion. I respect your opinion. Women love to give their opinion. Number two is Advanced Glamour Workshop. You guys, don't be afraid of that. An Advanced Glamour Workshop is just our glamour. You can do the contouring, you can do the highlighting and all that, or you can do the basic glamour. You can pull up your computer and you can turn on 3 different videos from Luis where he talks about contouring and then highlighting and then low lighting and then the spray. You don't have to know it. Mary Kay knows it. You just show the video. Have you ever been to a workshop for something to do with your work or school or whatever, and the teacher teaches and then they pull in a video? Absolutely. Because they're tired of looking at you, okay? And you're tired of hearing them go, mom, 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 mom. So you get, and nobody, let me tell you what, I got my nails done today. I have to tell y'all, Sharon inspired me. For the first time in my entire life, I got sparkle nails. And the guy who did them said, I said, that's so pretty because they have sparkles. And he goes, well, it's really kind of for Christmas. I go, I know, I love it. What does he know? He did not get a good tip. So, but you know what, guys? That is the thing. We sell the sizzle, right? You sell the sizzle and they take home the steak. All right. So that being said, Andrea, thank you for sharing. And I just want to say publicly, I adore this woman. You have no idea. Do not ever, ever, ever say anything negative about Andrea Zajac in front of me, because you will be missing body parts and they will be very important to you. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys, go back to this recording. I can't believe I just recorded that. And listen to it. And take notes, and then call us and ask us, explain this to me, explain that to me. Don't ever feel like you're left in the dark. Like, I don't get it, and you have no idea how many times I call my daughter or Andrea or Kathy Crawford and say, I don't get this thing. They just launched this new app. Can you explain it to me? Yes. Ask questions. Ask questions, okay? It's very important. So your challenge this week, and I never do a selling challenge, but we are doing a selling challenge. Your challenge this week, and I would actually say in 3 days, I want to challenge you to sell $300 in 3 days. Vicki already did it today. If she can do it with her everything going on, just text and box her everybody, email them, call them, whatever, and say, I'm going to challenge by Wednesday at midnight to have a certain amount, don't tell them how much, a certain amount in sales. Can I count on you to support my goal? And they'll be like, well, sure, what do I have to do? They're always going to say, well, sure, what do I have to do? Okay, you're thinking, duh, you got to buy something. Say, okay, so let's think. Do you have any birthdays coming up, anniversaries, anybody getting married? Do you have like holiday gifts that you'd like to go ahead and pre-buy? Gift certificates, anything like that. You could even get a gift certificate for yourself, and I'll give you a little reduction on it. Although the product is already very well priced. And I always say that. When I give someone a discount, I say, well, you do understand the product is extremely well priced. So now you're getting like, basement prices. You're getting flea market prices. So make sure you tell them the price is already good. I want to encourage you guys and challenge you. Sell $300 in the next 3 days. October 31st. I don't care if you're out buying candy and doing costumes. You know what? Your kids 6 months from now wouldn't care less about how much candy or what their costumes look like. But you know what? That $300 and you earning your star prize and you reaching out to new customers, that residual income may change their lives forever. Short-term sacrifice, long-term gain. And you know what? I just want to say something real quick to you girls on the East Coast. I know that y'all jump on this at 8 o'clock and you get off at 9 and then you can't go to sleep till 10 because you're so pumped up. I just want to say thank you for being on this call, and because I know it takes time away from your family. And then our Central and Mountain Standard Time girls, I just want to let you know, I know this is right at dinner hour. You're having to get your husband to do dinner or someone else, and you're having to say, I have to stop and come to this meeting. And so I just want to say thank you. And then our West Coast and Arizona girls who are still on West Coast time, this is like right now it's 6:15 here. Oh my gosh, we went late. And this is when we're cooking dinner and the kids are coming home from sports and our husband's coming home. And I cherish that time. It's funny because like when I first started Mary Kay, I'm like, tell the husband to make dinner himself one night a week. And now I'm like, okay, so if my husband were in town right now, he'd be walking in the door in 15 minutes. I want that time with him. I want to invest in my marriage. I want to invest in my children. And that's important. And it took me a long time to get to that point that it's not a thing about feminism or the wife's role or whatever. It's just being with your family and being there for them. So I just want to encourage you guys that, we appreciate you being on here one night a week. But I do want to just give you a little perspective. If you had gotten home from work today and gotten dressed for your meeting and waited for your babysitter to show up and then gotten in your car and driven 30, 45 minutes to an hour to your meeting and then spent 2 hours at your meeting and then you drive 30, 45 minutes to an hour back home, this is a pretty good trade-off. So just go up to your husband, give him a hug and a kiss and say, thank you for letting me invest in myself tonight. And then take your clothes off. Okay, you guys have a great night. I love you.